Hello everybody, welcome back to Arkham Horror Season 2. This is Scenario 2. We're doing The Last King. So last time in Curtain Call, we actually miscounted our victory points and we earned one additional victory point, which is great. So I was able to add cards to everyone's deck. So Calvin and Mark both ended up with Versatile, which is always a questionable call because it increases your deck size. So, and it also gives you the option to have a level 0 card from any class. For Calvin, we chose the Hawkeye Folding Camera. I thought things that boosted more of his skills and increased his sanity threshold was going to be a good idea. We also added Let Me Handle This. It is a fast play after another investigator draws a non-parallel encounter card, but before resolving the card's effects, you are considered to have drawn that encounter card instead. You get +2 to each of your skills while resolving that card's revelation effect. Very good mid to late game card. Then for these three, all the survivor cards here, they all have a similar theme. So we have Expeditious Retreat. It is a level 1 skill card with a agility icon, max 1 committed per skill test. While this card is committed during a basic evade action, it gains 2 more agility icons, and the text, if successful by 2 or more, you may automatically evade another enemy at your location. And this is for a basic fight action. You get 2 additional, and if you succeed by 2 or more, it deals +2 damage. Sharp Vision. While it's committed in Investigate, it gains 2 more will, intellect, and if successful by 2 or more, you get additional clue. And something for this scenario, when it says at this location, that means on the location. It won't mean for cards on bystanders, especially for this one. Alright, that is Calvin done. Now, for Lola. We added 2 copies of Adaptable. They're both level 1, permanent. In between each game of the campaign, you can swap up to 2 level 0 cards from your deck in exchange for an equal number of level 0 cards. I feel like that's just really good for her. It really plays into her ability to kind of do anything. And to play the lottery a bit more, we added the permanent exceptional card Charon's Obol, Ferryman's Pay. So this costs 2 experience because exceptional doubles the cost at the top left. So when earning experience during the resolution of a scenario, if you were not defeated during the scenario, you earn 2 additional experience. If you were defeated during the scenario, you are killed. So it's kind of a double-edged sword here, where I don't mind if she dies because she's kind of tricksy to play. But on the other end, if we keep racking up extra experience, she can get amazing. So we want to become amazing if possible. Like I said, versatile for Mark as well. We added Contraband. Choose an asset controlled by investigator at your location. Double the number of ammo or supply tokens on that asset. May not be illegal, but it gets the job done. So this is going to work in contrast with our lightning gun. I eventually want to get the... Is it Prepared for the Worst? Shoot, I think it's a 3 experience, but it's exceptional. So 6 experience card. And it pulls 3 supply or upgrade cards out of your deck, and it kind of like hangs onto them on the side. So eventually I hope we get that, and Contraband would just be able to double the ammo we get on the lightning gun. So right now it's kind of being pieced together. I added 3 cards that kind of work together. So I added a second Practice Makes Perfect, along with 2 more practice skill tests, Perception and Overpower, both which you've seen before. And we added another Tetsuo Mori, too noble for his own good. Right, and that is everyone's deck. Let's go back to here. Alright, Scenario 2, The Last King. If anyone has the answers to the questions that burn in your mind, it's the cast and crew of The King in Yellow. With no other leads to pursue, you put on your best clothes and head to 1452 Atlantic Avenue, where a woman named Constance Dumaine is hosting an event in celebration of the play's one-night engagement in Arkham. Alright, Tabletop has already set everything up for us. What we have to do is shuffle the 5 bystander assets, then place 1 clue on each of them plus an additional clue per investigator. Set Diane Divine, she is already set aside. And then the 5 sickening reality cards. Easy peasy. Alright, whoever's at the bottom of the stack is attached to the courtyard. And then we're going to left, right, left, right. Left, right, left, right. Alright, so, gotta get these clues on them. Alright. Okay, that is all the setup, and let's read the agenda and act. As you pull up to the manor, you notice that something is wrong. A trail of blood leads up the porch steps and the front door is smashed. Muted music comes from within the house, its warped and discordant notes painful to your ears. Has the madness of the King in Yellow already made its way here? It's a 3 doom threshold. Act 1A. Discovering the truth. This isn't a party, it's a madhouse, but for some reason the guests are too deluded to notice. Very few of them are sane and many are themselves horrors to your eye. Perhaps you can talk to them to learn more about the King in Yellow. Force, when investigators eliminated by defeat or resignation, place each of the investigators' clues on this act instead of placing them at his or her location. Objective, find as many clues as you can, then get out of this awful place. Okay. So we'll quickly go over. Each one of them has the same text where when the last clue is removed, you flip them over and resolve the text. So, don't really want to flip them with the things, but there's text kind of like this up here. I'm not going to zoom in on that, and I will shuffle those when it's time to come. So, Jordan Perry, the dignified financier. For one action, if you have 10 or more resources, parlay, test 2 intellect, fraternize with Jordan. If you succeed, take control of one of his clues. Time is money, and Mr. Perry has all the time in the world. Constance Dumaine, the sociable hostess. For one action, parlay, test 3 intellect to ask Constance about the play. If you succeed, take control of one of the clues. Can I offer you a glass of champagne? Ashley Clark, the talented entertainer. For 2 actions, you listen to Ashley perform and take control of one of the clues on Ashley. Her voice is beautiful and full of passion if you only knew what the lyrics meant. Sebastian Moreau, the impassioned producer. For one action, test 3 willpower to get information about the production from Sebastian. If you succeed, take control of one of his clues. He's a visionary, but you wouldn't want to be in his visions. Ishimaru Haruko, the costume designer. For one action, if you have 6 or more cards in your hand, parlay test 2 willpower to question Haruko about the play. If you succeed, take control of one of her clues. My, what a bold choice of dress. Alright. Let's get our guys sorted, and then we can continue with the readings. Alright. Let's draw up. Alright, we do like Jessica. We do like Live and Learn. Don't need the leather coat if we have Jessica. Don't need resourceful, but it wouldn't be bad for these 2. But I think we fish. Perfect. Alright. Peter and her to start is really great. And these are all decent cards. Okay. I think that's a really decent start for Calvin. Like turn 1, just having both these out is just so nice. Alright, let's use these cameras. Okay, there we go. Okay, Hawkeye folding camera. Great. Working a hunch. No. Shortcuts? No. 2 shriveling, though. I think it would be good to have both of our weapons in our hands. And a way to pay for them. Excellent. Oh, and I need to make sure I shuffle these. Okay, logical reasoning. What's that one again? Alright. If you have at least a clue, someone can heal 2 horror or discard a terror card from their area. Right. Okay. Excellent. And with that, I believe we'll start as Mystic. get one of these out, swap, get the camera out. Oh no, wait. We want to use this to pay for this, so we start as that. Right, okay. Good. And last but not least, yikes, okay. I'm actually going to keep leadership, believe it or not. Keep a vicious blow for now. No, I need to fish. Okay, well, you don't count. Oh, funny. Right. So we got a weapon, which is good. And I wanted to practice Makes Perfect, but I wasn't sure about it, but now I'm kind of glad that we don't have a choice. Okay. Alright. That is that. So everybody begins in the foyer. The entrance hall is lavishly decorated, displaying the wealth of the manor's owners, while still creating a welcoming atmosphere. "Shall I take your coat?" the doorman asks as you enter. It takes a moment before you realize the doorman has only bloody stumps where he should have hands. 3 clues here. 2 shroud. Ability resign. Having found valuable information about the production, you depart and plan your next move. Cool. Right, and this is where we begin. So I'm not sure this first turn really matters. Who goes first? So let's do this properly. Jessica. Whoa. She enters with 2. Resource. And Peter Sylvester. So this boosts this, this, and this. Pretty decent. Okay. We're going to play the Hawkeye folding camera. Then we are going to play Improvisation. So this is a fast card. Play only during your turn. Switch your roll until the end of your turn. Reduce the resource cost of the next card you play if you roll by 3. Draw a card. Okay, that is 4 charges. And I think we'll do an investigate. We are a 3 to a 2. I'm not going to commit anything. Fail. Good to know. Great. Alright, Mr. Mark. Let's... I can give someone +2 just randomly, which is good. 3. Let's get that machete out. Then I'm actually going to... That was my... There we go. I think I might move up to this courtyard, because Ashley is just to be there. And he can always come back down. Alright, so yeah, let's move up to the courtyard. Looking out one of the windows, you spy the courtyard in the center of the manor. You find yourself longing for fresh air. No clues, 5 shroud. Force after you enter the courtyard, discard the top card of the encounter deck. If it's an enemy, draw it. What was first a wave of relief upon exiting the manor turns to dread. Dozens of yellow eyes stare at you from the building's rooftops, and shapes loom in the clouds above. And are we lucky? Yes! Okay. I was actually going to go up there. I think I'm going to draw a card. Oh, great. I would draw that, wouldn't I? Great. Okay. Let's review. Enemies, there are no enemies. Upkeep. Ready all exhaust cards. Draw a card, gain a resource. Hello. Draw a card, gain a resource. Draw a card, gain a resource. Okay. And then we go to the Mythos phase, which I believe is set to camera 1. 1, 2. Turn 2. Lead investigator. The pale mask beckons. Revelation. If the man in the pallid mask is in play, he attacks each investigator in player order regardless of the current location. If he's not in play, search the bearer's deck and discard pile for him, draw him and shuffle the bearer's deck. Well, how far down was he? He was quite a ways away. Alright. Well, because of Mark, we can actually place this anywhere. So I think we'll place it here. Kind of close. We can go deal with him. Okay. Oh, did I send that card back? No, I didn't. Okay. Oh, are you kidding me? Corrosion. If you've never seen this card, it's great. Revelation. Discard item assets from play and or from your hand with a total printed resource cost of at least X, where X is the shroud value of your location. If no cards are discarded by this effect, corrosion gains surge. You suddenly drop the object on the ground and watch as it erodes and turns to dust before your eyes. So what that means is the shroud is 2, so we have to discard an item from our hand or area of 2, which of course is the only thing we have. Sigh. Alright. I don't know if I reset. I gotta be better about this. Reset. Okay. Dance of the Yellow King. Revelation. If there are no lunatic enemies in play, Dance of the Yellow King gains surge. But if there were any, test 3 willpower. If you fail, the nearest lunatic enemy readies and moves. One location at a time until it reaches your location, gauges you, makes an immediate attack. Yikes. Fine dining. You must either place one of your clues on a bystander or take 1 horror and 1 damage. You don't want to arouse suspicion, but you really don't want to eat that. I don't have an option. Alright, I believe I'm going to start with Mark. I'm getting rid of Haunted. I've had some bad games where Haunted just sticks around and screws you over. This unfortunately means I can't interact with Ashley, so I'm going to use my last action to draw a card. Alright, well we do have the combo here, but that's only on your location, so they're kinda useless. But they're both worth an intellect and a might, so that's something. Alright. Oh, I gotta be better with this. At the end of the turn, she heals. Okay. Let's try to get a clue. Oh, I don't know if I went over this, but in the last king, we only have skulls and tablets, so skulls reveal another token. If you fail, place 1 doom on a lunatic enemy in play. If we were to get a cultist somehow, it's -2. If you fail, place 1 of your clues in your location. Of course, we have the worst one. -4. If you fail, take 1 horror. And then the elder thing at -X, and X is the shroud value of your location. So we're going to do a basic investigate. So we are a 2 to a 2. That is a fail. Let's try again. I'm actually fishing for this. 2 for 2. Do we want to succeed? I feel like we should use this for something better. Okay, we'll try one more time. Okay, we got one. So we'll take that clue off. There we go. Excellent. After your turn ends, heal 1 from Jessica. Once tabletop, once to... There we go. Great. Alright, well, someone lost their Hawkeye folding camera. So, I think turn 1 we're going to draw a card. Very interesting. I say we swap. Play our new friend, Mr. Rook. He gets 3 secrets. We're going to use 1 right away. We're going to search the top 6. Okay, no weaknesses. Great. Holy Rosary looks like I want it. As long as it doesn't get corroded again. Spectral Razor. No, I got Shrivelings. So we're going to go for Holy Rosary. Okay. The rest. Go back in. So we drew a card, played a card, activated his... Oh, I've played him before, right? Mr. Rook, Dealer in Secrets. You can exhaust him to spend a secret, search 3, 6, or 9 for any card and draw it. If at least 1 weakness is among the search cards, you draw 1 of them as well. Are you sure you want to know? There's no going back. Okay. I think I'll grab a resource with my last... Okay. This has been a very uneventful turn. Alright, let's go back to Calvin. There are no enemies. So let's do the upkeep phase. Draw a card, gain a resource. Draw a card. Nice. Gain a resource. Draw a card. Gain a resource. To do. Turn 3. Roach Swarm. X is the shroud value of Roach Swarm's location. A mass of skittering roaches completely covers the floor, leaving a trail of sticky brown ooze in its wake. Okay, not bad. Young Psychopath. After young psychopath engages you, you must either take 1 horror or young psychopath gets +3 fight until the end of the investigation phase. Her eyes widened and she picked up the knife. Alright, I have a little bit of a plan here. X is the shroud value for Roach Swarm's location. Okay. Last but not least. Marked by the sign. Test 2 willpower. If you fail, take 2 horror. If the man in the pile of masks is in play, horror dealt by this effect is considered direct horror, and the test has +2 difficulty. Well, crap. Alright, I'm going to commit 1, putting me at 4. I'm going to take a damage, draw a card, putting me at 6 to 2. Okay, a little overkill, but we made it. I think... who should go first? Okay. Calvin is going to fight the Roach Swarm. So we're going to go punch it. We're 4 to a 2. Okay, that's a failure. So we take a horror. And we'll try again. Alright, that is a hit. crazy idea, though. I was hoping to kill this thing, to be honest. But I'm gonna engage the young psychopath, which is gonna hit me for 1, because engage is not one of the things... Where is it? Engage is not one of the actions. So it gives me an attack of opportunity. Right. Okay. There we go. Okay. So we are yellow still. I'm going to play 2 for the Dream Diary. So this doesn't go to my hand yet. We're going to swap to... Ooh. We're going to swap to Mystic. And we're going to try to hit the young psychopath. So we're going to spend 1 resource. We're 3 to a 2. I'll commit logical reasoning. So we're 5 to 2. Cool. That kills you. And... shoot. I'll gain resource. Okay. What a turn. I am actually going to spend 2 to parlay with Ashley. So we get a clue. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. Gain a resource. Yeah. Alright. That was everybody again. That was very quick. So we're going to upkeep phase this. Brute force, thank you. Oh right, enemy phase. So he takes another hit. Which... we'll put on Jessica. Then... take gain a resource? Can't remember, it doesn't matter. Unless it does. Alright. Gain a card. Perfect. Get a resource. Just gotta make sure we don't get corroded. Okay. Oh, did I forget to do her things again? I don't know. The home front. Cool. Let's quickly jump back to Lola. Okay. So we hit 3. Doom threshold rolls over. The final guest, Agenda 1B. Ah, if it isn't our final guest, the doorman announces. Miss Divine, your presence here has been long awaited. The woman wears a devilish dress and a similar grin. You swear you've seen the symbol on her amulet before. Well, now the real party can begin, she declares, and heads off to mingle with the other party-goers. Find the bystander asset with a few clues on it, and spawn the set-aside Diane, Divine, and me asset's location. Shuffle the discard pile into the encounter deck. So, she is going to be at Mark's location. Diane Divine, mercurial and mischievous. She's a 2-fight, 3 health, 2 evade, humanoid cultist elite. She's aloof. Each investigator at Diane's location cannot discover or take control of clues. At the beginning of the enemy phase, find the bystander with a few clues on it and move her to that location if able. Alright. Oh, almost forgot. The Terrifying Truth, Agenda 2A. More and more this place continues to fall into madness, transforming before your very eyes. Forced when this agenda would advance by reaching its doom threshold. Instead, remove all doom in play and randomly resolve one of the sickening reality cards underneath the scenario reference card. If there are no cards underneath the snare, reference card agenda, advance to agenda 2B instead. And they're all right here. Okay. Lag. Okay. Now we do encounters. Corrosion. I have nothing to corrode, so you gain surge. Which is good. Fine dining. You must either place one of your clues on a bystander asset and play or take a horror and a damage. Well, how about that? Cool. Alright, Mythos. A maniac. After engages, you take 1 damage and deal 1 damage to the maniac. Get out, get out, get out of my head. Alright. I'm going to use this during the Mythos step to swap to a Seeker. Dance of the Yellow King. If there are no lunatic enemies in play, gain surge. I believe we just got one, didn't we? Humanoid lunatic. Test 3 willpower. If he'll come and fight me. Oh no. Alright, well. I do have a lot to commit here. None of it great. I think I'll use a practice makes perfect. So we'll search the top 9 cards of our deck. We're looking for practiced. Oh, I could use this too. Is there another practiced? Lightning gun was so close. Alright. I think we're going to take the initiative. So we'll put that there. Flip these. And I'm not going to try to overload tabletop. I've already read it. What's happening? I can see it slowing down on me. Okay, now it seems to be back. Okay, there we go. Alright. So we use practice make perfect. We chose one. We're adding... Because nobody's gone yet, right? No. So we are a 6 to a 3. Here goes. Cool. So, if it was successful, add the skill card to your hand. Fantastic. Great. Although we are capped for Mr. Mark. Okay, that is everybody. Now, Diane is here, so I think we'll have Mark go first. He's gonna engage. And we are going to fight with the machete. And we're going to commit the home front. Now, this gives us +4. And if we're successful, we get to move a damage from me onto the enemy. So this will kill her if it hits. So we are a 5, 6, 10 to a 2. I mean, just, yeah, overkill, right? And we remove 1 from us. That does leave us with 1 action still, which is weird. I have actions I have nothing to do with. I'm not gonna draw a card. Gonna gain a resource. So weird. Alright. Calvin, we're gonna punch this. We're 6 to a 2. Okay, that kills it. Then we're gonna... Do I engage and hit? That'd be his whole turn, though. 3, what would I be put at? I'd be a 6. That'd be a 9 to a 3. That's fine. I'm going to commit Brute Force to a basic fight action. So that puts me at 6. Right? 5 plus 1 is 6. And then plus 3 is 9. 9 to a 3. Excellent. So we do plus 2 damage. We kill that thing. Okay. And we'll investigate. We are 4 to a 2. I won't commit anything. Great. Right. Dream Diary will trigger. So we get Essence of the Dream to our hand. Now, I swapped during the Mythos phase, so I cannot swap again. In that case, I'm going to use Mr. Rook. I'm going to search the top 3 cards. Okay, investments is good. So small favor. It doesn't work on elites, though, and I think a lot of things we're going to deal with are elite. But investments is an interesting play as well. So we're going to take that. And we shuffle. Alright. Do we shuffle Mark's deck after we... I think we did, but just to be sure. Doesn't hurt. Alright. So we actually haven't done anything. I'd like to play the Fine Clothes. Excellent. Honestly, I feel like Calvin has a better shot here. Oh, Mark could have just gone over here. That would have been much better. Whatever. Who's the 2? 10 resources. No. It is you. 6 cards in hand? Yes. Alright, Lola will move 1. The living room. Cigarette smoke and the sounds of idle chatter drift throughout the manor's living room. You feel the warmth behind the door. After you perform a parlay action in the living room, draw a card. Okay, it's 3 Shroud. Alright, so we moved. We are going to parlay. So we're testing 0. We pass. Let's gain a clue. That is the turn. That is everybody. That is everybody. Enemies. There are no enemies left. So do upkeep. Gain a resource, draw a card. Or, sorry, reverse that. We draw a card. Gain a resource. Oh, she parlays, so she gets to draw a card as well. Okay. Gotta remember that to commit to things. Oh yeah, Essence of the Dream doesn't work here. Or, I mean, it works, but doesn't get the bonus. Emergency. Okay. Surprisingly, Mark's gonna be the one with the resources. I mean, it works out. I always forget to flip hers. Alright. Okay, let's go. Ooze and Filth. Put Ooze and Filth into play next to the agenda deck. Each location gets +1 Shroud. At the end of the round, discard it. Oh, she healed this. Gotta be better with that. Alright, she healed that. This goes here. Next. And this is ready to need to be better. Roach Swarm. So we've seen the Roach Swarm before. It is a bit stronger here. It is a 3. I can switch. I was kind of hoping to use this and then get it back. But that is not what's going to happen. We're going to have to switch to Mystic, so I'll do it now. Just so I'm good for later. Alright, and last but not least, corrosion. You knew it was going to happen, right? So Shroud of 5. Oh my god. I have to get rid of the handcuffs too. Unless... Okay, hold on. I forgot I had the gun. I can get rid of these two to satisfy it and keep the machete. Yeah. I need to leave this location. Man, corrosion always hits Mark. Every time. Every time. Oh, that sucks. Alright, let's take a look at this board. Calvin, and then move? Yeah. Investigate move? Yeah, investigate. Will be a 4 to a 2. Cool, we get it. I think Calvin got all the clues off that. We're gonna move up. Now, can Calvin kill this? I don't think so. Getting that brute force back might be worth it, though. So I'd be a 6-3. Put in resourceful at 7-3. Alright, let's do it. Putting resourceful 7-3. Cool, so I'm gonna get brute force back. Yeah. And I deal 1 damage to the roach swarm. Okay. Mark. Mark is gonna also move over. Mark is going to... Mark's gonna just punch it. So that's a 5 to a 5-3. Cool. I did risk hitting her. But that's fine, we did it. And then do I engage the man? I don't think so, not yet. I'm gonna gain a resource. It's just my weird little backup. Alright. Okay. Well, now that she's clear, I could try to clear off Haruko. I do have another turn, but Ancient Evils are in this deck, so let's go for it. So we're testing 0. Okay. So I believe there's only one thing that would screw us up. Yeah. So investigate again. Of course. Since I didn't get it, last action is going to be playing the Holy Rosary to give us a +1. And that will be that. Investigate, failed, investigate, asset. Alright. I think we are set. So let's quickly survey any enemies. Nope. So let's reset Mr. Calvin. Draw a card. Gain a resource. Draw a card. Gain a resource. Draw a card. Ooh, gain a resource. once again, I forgot to do Lola. Nothing against you. 2 Doom. Turn 5. This goes away. Oh, does anybody heal down here? No. Okay. Oh, we can stay here. Marked by the sign. Test 2 willpower. If you fail, take 2 horror. If the man in the pallid mask is in play, horror dealt by this effect is considered direct. Uh-oh. The test has +2 difficulty. So Mark's here, right? Leadership, my friends. Leadership. We're using it properly. Committing leadership, which gives him +3. So we are an 8 to a 4. Yes. 8 to a 4. Great. Could have been scary. Ancient Evils. I swear to Christ, if we pick up Haruko. Right, so this triggers. And we have to grab one of the Sickening Reality cards. So I can't really make out what they say, so we're going to shuffle. And we pull one out. A nearby guest asks Haruko if she designed the dress she is wearing, and she nods and poses for him. As if part of her effort to appear taller, her spine grows and extends upwards, separating her torso from her bottom half of her body. Instead of crying out in pain, she smiles at the attention she receives. Each investigator at her location takes a horror, move each clue from her to the location, and flip this card to its enemy side. Replace it with the bystander asset version of Ishimaru Haruko. Bye-bye. Alright, now she's just skin and bones. She's a 6 fight, 4 health, 3 evade. Monster Lunatic Elite. She's a hunter. After you deal damage to Ishimaru Haruko by an effect other than an attack, draw the top card of the encounter deck. Doesn't this dress look gorgeous on me? I guess Mark will take her, as he has the highest chance to actually hurt her. Alright. That was just that encounter card. Another marked by the sign. I'm going to take the initiative. So we're 6 to a 2. No, sorry, 6 to a 4. Yeah, that's the best I got. Can anyone else commit? Could do guts. 8 to a 4? Yeah. Oops. That's a pass. And Calvin gets to draw a card. I believe that's how that works. Hey, trial by fire. I haven't seen you in forever. Time to crush some stuff. Alright. That was all of the encounter cards. Alright. 6, 7, 8. Alright. Well, I'll be. I think the smart play here is to have us play Scene of the Crime, which you can play only as your first action. Discover 1 clue, 2 clues instead if there's an enemy at your location. Does not provoke attack of opportunity. So we're going to take 1 clue, 2 clues. That buffs him up. Now, to fight Ishimaru. It's going to be tough. Vicious Blow's kind of useless. So we're going to fight. And if we fight, we're just a 6. Like a 6 equal. Now, can anybody commit? Could commit Jessica. That'd be better than nothing. 7 to a 6. She'll swap. So that puts me 7, 8, 9, and tabletop's frozen. That'd be a 9 to a 6. To a 6. Okay. Risk it. Would we get a -4 twice in a row? Alright. So once again, 6 to a 6. Looking at my friends here. Got nothing. I'll put in live and learn. Hopefully that matters. 8 to a 6. It didn't matter, but I'm very glad that we were able to get rid of her so quickly. Right, that was just Mark's turn. Dramatic. Okay. Man in the Pallid Mask, we could deal with you maybe. You're a 4 fight. If we combine these two, he's done. He's the harder test. Trial by fire is better used on him. I say we leave the Man in the Pallid Mask for Mark. Calvin move up. Okay. The gallery. The sounds of conversation are warped. The sounds of conversation and warped music come. I can't read. The sounds of conversation and warped music become muffled as you approach a lonely section of the manor. Leading to the door of the gallery is a long hall adorned with many expensive paintings, including one of Mrs. Dumaine herself. After you end your turn in the gallery, test 2 willpower. If you fail, place one of your clues on the gallery. Somehow the guests in the gallery are still interested in the art on display, even though someone has vandalized all of the paintings and statues. Okay. I'm not going to use Trial by Fire yet. What I'm going to do is just do a parlay. Test 3, and we are 5 to a 3. Alright, that's a fail. Okay. We're going to parlay again. So now we are a 6 to a 3. Okay, cool. Let's get a clue. Take one off Sebastian. Alright. Alright, start of her turn, she gets Essence of the Dream back. I could move here and do this, but if she draws a minion though. Shroud is +2 here. Oh, but it doesn't matter. I say we do it. Alright, we're going to move Lola up 1. And we're going to pull an Ancient Evils. Nope, but that's fine. So no negative there. We're going to probably double parlay to get a clue. Excellent. We can't really do anything. I mean, I could shortcut up or over. That way I wouldn't waste a card. Calvin should be able to clear this on his own. Mark could deal with that and then come over. So let's use shortcut. Just so we're not wasting cards here. Alright. Oh, he has to test that. I'll remember that. Ballroom. The distorted music grows louder as you approach the ballroom. Inside, many of the guests are dancing, eating, and enjoying themselves. After you perform a parlay action in the ballroom, gain 2 resources. Cool. Narrow yellow eyes watch the dancers hungrily from the darkness outside. When you try to warn the other guests, they smile politely, comment about wild animal sightings around Arkham, and go back to dancing. Okay, cool. That is everybody. Tabletop, thank you. There are no enemies in play that do anything. Draw a card. Gain a resource. Draw a card. Gain a resource. Gotta get this investments out. I forgot to do our thing again. Draw a card. Gain a resource. Go back to Lola. Okay. And start this craziness all over again. He attacks each investigator in player order. He just does 1 sanity, right? Yeah. Alright. Is it direct? No, it's just he attacks. Okay. So 1 on Peter. 1 on Rook. And 1 on Mark. Okay, that was just Calvin's. Yeah, we gotta kill him. Alright. Ancient Evils. My favorite card. Alright. Tough Crowd. Put Tough Crowd into play next to the agenda deck. Each investigator must spend 1 additional action to parlay. Of course. Of course. Well, that ruins Calvin's plan. That ruins a few plans. Right. I want to get this investments into play. Do I? I just realized that this is a terrible card. Like, this does not but work well with this, because I'm constantly having to swap between them. No. You're worth an intellect. Okay. Are you an intellect? Great.